98 Not Out, sponsored by Shepherd Neame, proud supporters of cricket in Essex.
That was Hazel Dean and Searching. Hazel was a Chelmsford girl, I do believe, and that style of music was high energy.
Hey, yeah.
Which is what you...
I'm lacking it. I'm lacking. Last half an hour, it's of my 5-hour marathon, but there you go, it's all good.
29 minutes to go. Our thanks to the wonderful Mr. Graham Gooch. What a fantastic interview that was, and what a great man he really is. His record speaks for himself. Younger listeners who might know Graham as just sort of being around at Essex, but look into his career, look into those innings that we were talking about, look into those test matches, and see what an amazing player he was back in the day.
Most indeed. Now,
we've been talking all evening with various people about supporting Humanity and the fantastic work they are doing in providing hot food to NHS workers and vulnerable people around the area. We are very, very pleased to say that we are joined on the line now by the CEO of Supporting Humanity, Mr. Idris Patel. Idris, welcome to 98 Not Out.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, and thanks for inviting me.
That's all right. How are you coping with all... You must be quite a busy man, actually.
Busy is not the word at the moment. It's not just the food and stuff. I'm also helping with numerous other things. So I'm doing a lot of bereavement work. So I work with hospitals for families who have got someone who's passed away. I deal with all the paperwork, bereavement, then the NHS food, and obviously I need my bread and butter fed. So I work for BT as well. So I'm trying to keep busy. And
how did all of this come about? Tell us the story.
I've been working with the NHS for a while now. So originally, Supporting Humanity was formed by 5 guys we've been working in the World War I Memorial Graveyard. We've been helping out for nearly 7-8 years, clean up, replenishing graves, dig up graves voluntarily, clean up, and get volunteers in to help clean up the graveyard regularly every weekend. So from there, then we looked at other aspects and other opportunities to try and help in the community. So I went and done some courses and everything, and become a bit of a mentor, and also some counselling work. So I do a lot of counselling work outside as well, working with children with alcohol and drug-related issues. And luckily enough, I'm also involved with a lot of the cricketers because they know me from Iddy Knows Bats. So I work with the pros and repair their bats and string them up.
Oh, and, okay.
And that's where it all comes around from.
So which pro cricketers are you working with, or who you sort of contacted with?
Originally, I started with Rav, and since Rav, I've worked with most of the Essex guys, a lot of the Middlesex stroke Sussex guys, worked with Sangakkara, a lot of the Pakistani cricketers as well, and a few West Indian cricketers.
Okay. So I guess that's why we're seeing the involvement of people such as Ravi and Dean Ahmad as well, that we've seen, and of course Graham Gooch, who we were just talking to, how they've been involved with helping out with your cause.
Correct, yeah. So basically I know all the cricketers through Iddy Knows Bats. I regularly meet, repair their bats. To be honest with them, a lot of them I hadn't even met because I try not to meet them regularly, so they send their bats to me, whether it's through post or through a colleague or someone. I'll get their work done and send it back. But I've always spoken to them on the phone and stayed in contact. However, with the NHS, because I've been regularly working with them, just before coronavirus hit in, I was doing some work with them, and they mentioned how their canteens and everything had closed down. And I basically said to them, so what do you reckon you're going to be needing and stuff? So it was coincidental. One of the days I went there, they had like delivery of fruit and sandwiches, and none of the staff really were. So they did have them, but weren't really interested in what they were eating. Mm-hmm. And they were all moaning about like working long shifts and not had food, and they could still go home and cook and stuff. Yes. So that's when I came up with the idea of trying to find a way of giving them food. So I reached out to some of the local businesses. One called Gushwood Poultry, who's a massive poultry farm up north, who I know really well. Mm-hmm. He supplies chicken and meat. And I asked him if there's any way you could sponsor me some chicken and meat if I wanted to do the NHS food. So he said, told me more about it. And I said I'd come back to him after speaking to someone else. And I spoke to this quite a famous restaurant called Saffron Kitchen based in Leighton. Yeah. So I asked them again. So because Gushwood Poultry said to me they'll provide meat and chicken for a charge for the NHS project. I went off to Saffron. They sort of looked at what they could do. They literally said most of it was free, but they charged me £1 per tub. So what they do is they do all the cooking, all the ingredients from anything and everything. to the plastic tubs, spoons, tissues and everything, and it costs £1 a tub to provide hot food to the NHS, vulnerable, over 65, and people also in protective accommodation.
So if people want to help out with that £1 per tub, have you got a place where people can go and donate to the charity and the cause?
Yeah, so now we've got 2 donate pages because Essex have also raised the donate page yesterday. They're already on £1,600, and also Supporting Humanity have got their donate page on their Instagram page or the Twitter page. So it's Supporting Humanity Charity on Insta, and it's Supporting HC on Twitter, and literally we've got just donate page on there.
We'll also put it across our social media to help you get as much as you can as well. We're very happy to support it.
Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah. So the scale of this is quite staggering. I've just been doing a bit of research today. You are providing in the region of 1,700 meals a day, and so far it's in excess of 30,000. How are you managing the logistics and the actual physical ability to do this?
Right, 34,000 today we've got to, and you're right, we're literally doing in excess of 1,700 meals a day. Logistics-wise, I've got volunteers from the age of 22 to 45 years old, so I'm very specific on the volunteers I'm using. Most of them are friends and family stroke local business people who have helped out from day one, their own fuel, their own cars, and they come and give me their time to help deliver, pack, and also do the other stuff. Donation-wise, again, literally I started off on WhatsApp. A few of us started off on WhatsApp, sent a few WhatsApps out, started to raise a bit of money initially, and then the Just Donate page. And we've got to raising around £60,000 to date. So we've provided nearly 33,500 meals, and I've got pledges for about another £15,000 to £17,000, which we're hoping will come in.
Oh, well done. That's excellent. But people need to support this and need to keep giving. So please, if you're listening and you're interested in this, and if people want to help out with your distribution and physically helping you, is there a way they can do that?
Of course, definitely. Anyone that wants to get involved, please contact us on either Insta, Twitter, or even if he knows that. So on Insta, it's Supporting Humanity Charity. Again, like I said, on Twitter, it's Supporting HC, or even if he knows that, contact us any way possible that they want to get involved. I've got no issues at all. We'll try and get them involved. However, we just specify that if they've got any medical issues or if they're in the vulnerable list, we're trying not to bring them out because we want to help them rather than them getting themselves sort of more into medical issues or trying to not follow the government restriction at this present moment.
That's very sensible and yeah, rightly so. Well, we'll push those details again. So it's on Insta, it's Supporting Humanity. On Twitter, it was Support HC, was it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, HC, yeah.
Website, supportinghumanity.org.
No, Supporting Humanity Charity on Instagram, yeah, and supportinghumanity.org, that's correct, on Insta.
Right. Well, we'll put all these details on our social media pages, and we'll instruct people to head your way. So, if you want to help out, and if you're fit and healthy and got time, I think everyone's got a bit of time on their hands at the moment. Try and do what you can to help out Idris and the great work he's doing. And if you want to contribute financially, again, we'll put the links and the directions on our social media so you can support the great work that this man and his charity do. How many people have you got, by the way, pitching in at the moment?
So I was just doing a count today. I've had about 148 people to date help out or contribute in one way or another in volunteering. It's absolutely brilliant because I've had the Essex team come out, I've had teachers, I've had numerous different people. Actually, I've got a guy from the Great Bake Off coming tomorrow. He just messaged me literally an hour ago. He contacted me earlier in the week. I forgot completely about it, and he said, Idris, I hope you haven't forgotten. Henry Bird, who people may know from the Great Bake Off. And he said, Idris, remember, I'm bringing the brownies and stuff. So he wants to come out to the hospital tomorrow. And it's absolutely brilliant about the amount of people that are getting involved. They also want to pitch in and do deliveries or cook for us or just donate. It's honestly staggering and really exciting of the way people want to do things and come out right now when the time is required to be there for each other.
Yeah, it is. And I think, you are sort of the epitome of what we've talked to with all of our guests that we've had on tonight about the importance of community, the importance of looking after each other in this crisis. And I think it's a really splendid effort. And I think it just seems to me that pretty much everyone, no matter how, little or how much you can contribute in terms of whether it's doing things physically or financially, I think there is a real sense of community out there at the moment to try and help each other, because this is a crisis.
Completely correct. Honestly, I do a lot of work other than feeding the NHS as vulnerable and also people who have been abused in any way whatsoever. I'm also doing other work, which is bereavement work, and it's staggering at how people are coming together to sort of help people get over the loss of their friends or family. Because obviously there's restrictions that people can't attend funerals, or even in the olden days, or even what we're used to, whereby we sort of meet up, have a drink, or even go around people's houses to grieve a little. All these restrictions are in place, so people who are now losing any friends or family are going through distressing times, and some of these people are probably going to struggle mentally because they've not had the time to mourn or be helped through their mourning period. And it's unbelievable how people they've not even known previously have knocked on their doors, left them cards, flowers, food. And some of the stories I'm hearing when I'm ringing these people up is absolutely brilliant.
Well, I think it's fantastic that people such as yourselves are putting themselves as a focal point to channel all of this energy, and we will be following you very, very closely on all that you do. We will promote you as much as we can. And you mentioned a drink, so I think maybe me and Brett will buy you a drink when this is all over and all said and done.
On 3.
Yeah.
If it's anything like Rav's drinks, it's going to be a very small one, so I look forward to it.
No, we're a bit nicer than Rav. We do get the drinks in. It's not a problem at all. Maybe we'd have to get down there and volunteer one day as well.
Yeah, I think we will. We'll get down there and
we'll have to do that.
We'll help you out, definitely.
I look forward to you two cooking, and especially after I've had all the Essex boys in the kitchen hacking and stuff. Armour's got the biggest hands I've ever seen.
Darren will tell you my photos, my daily dinner photos have been looking quite good, so I could be all right on the cooking front. I've not seen many of Darren's cooking photos. I'd be a bit worried on that front.
To be honest, Darren looks like he can eat a bit, so
I've heard the Essex boys have been giving you a few stories about me and Brett.
Yeah, honestly, I've heard quite a bit of a few stories, and they've warned me off you guys beforehand. So
we'll be fine. I promise I won't eat too much.
No, it'll be good. Listen, many thanks, Idris, for joining us. It's amazing what you're doing, and as I've said, we will support you and push you, and we'll have you back at a later date just to see how you're getting on.
Brilliant, thank you very much. I look forward to speaking to you guys soon, and honestly, anytime you want to come and join in, or any help you can, it's going to be absolutely welcome.
We'll definitely have to work it out, and I'll work out when at the moment I'm currently working for a big superstore called Tesco's. There are other ones, but I'm doing all kinds of weird hours. But we'll sort something. We'll definitely sort something out. We'll come down. We'll get some photos and we'll get it on our social media as well and get pushing for you.
Yeah,
brilliant. Thank you very much.
All right, Idris. Take care.
Thanks a lot, Idris.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.